is just a massive scene of traffic and enjoyment and lots of fun.
It's really quite a production, actually.
It is actually one of my favorite operas. I really enjoy it.
It broadens you intellectually, and it's one of those things that kind of speaks to what a college education is really all about, and why we're all going through all the struggles we're going through to get a degree.
This is Jefferson Westwood, director of Rockefeller Arts Center, and I'm here in the Robert W. Marvel Theater during the load-in of the Hillman opera La Bohème. That's the name of this year's production. And by load-in, that means this is the time period at which the technicians get to bring in all the scenery and lighting and technical equipment and get it set up before the actors and singers and musicians all arrive to start their rehearsals on stage. They, of course, have been rehearsing in the last several weeks in rehearsal halls on campus. And in a few minutes, we will be talking with some of the people involved in this year's production.
Takes place in Paris in the Latin Quarter in 1838, and one of the young men is just happening to be writing in his room all by himself, and a young seamstress comes in the room. Her name is Mimi, and they instantly get attracted to each other and fall in love. And by the end of the first act, they're ready to go out on a date. They go out, it's Christmas Eve, they go out to the Latin Quarter, have a great time and enjoy themselves. But it turns out that Mimi has what they called consumption back then, which is tuberculosis. In the third act, Mimi comes to break up with Rodolfo. They're going to break up, but then they decide to perhaps wait until the spring comes and just give it a little more time. And then finally in the fourth act, Mimi, after having lived apart with Rodolfo for a while, comes back to finally visit him one more time and dies of consumption, and it's pretty heart-rending.
Right now we're here with David Ramsey from the Tri-Cities Opera. David, tell us, where did this set come from?
Tri-Cities Opera is in Binghamton, and this is our La Bohème set. It comes in, all of the sets that we make have to fit in a 53-foot truck so that we can transport them to our own theater and to theaters around the country.
Great. And how many places has this set been before it came here?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. It's been traveling around for about 20 years now, and it goes somewhere at least once a year.
Yeah. And I think we had this set here once many years ago, over 20 years ago, I think it was here for a previous show.
Several people seem to recognize it and remember it. Yeah. But we have 23 sets in our inventory, and after we do them, we send them out and we make them available for other schools and operas all around the country.
Well, this is fairly hectic. This is one of the larger productions that we've done here in years. La Bohème is a huge set to begin with, and this is actually a rebuilt version of the set that was done here in 1991. That set deteriorated. This replaced it about 1998 or so. So this is, what, 10-year-old set? And 11-year-old set, and it's you can tell that it's been on the road a while. It's deteriorated in some places, but the good thing is that all the bolt holes line up, and it's pretty convenient to put things together. There's just an awful lot of it, though, and as large as this stage is, even larger than the home theater that this was built for, it's going to be a real adventure in logistics to figure out how to store everything.
Okay, the show's conductor, Dr. David Rudge, has just come out of the evening rehearsal. David, can you tell us a little bit about La Bohème?
Well, it's one of our biggest productions we've done here. It calls for not only a full cast of really mature voices, but a big chorus, a children's chorus, a marching band on stage, and an extended orchestra. We've made a bigger pit out of Marvel to include it, College Symphony, and it's really quite a production, actually. So.
What are you liking best about this particular show?
I guess that Puccini wrote it. I love that music, and the complexity and richness of it emotionally, you know.
Well, thank you for spending a few minutes. Boy, we're looking forward to the show.
Thank
How
you.
are you feeling about everything?
I think it's going to be a really good show. Yeah, the singers and the orchestra are really getting really ready for this. So.
rehearsals have been wonderful. They're really, they're fun, but they're very challenging at the same time. We all work really well together as a team, both the cast and the directors, and everybody works together very well, and it's been a lot of fun. Everything, the orchestration and the everybody and the music and the scenery is really wonderful. And I think that everyone's going to be really enjoying the second scene with the full chorus and the children's chorus, and I think that'll be really fun. And it's a very interesting show because it has so many ups and downs, with the first act being so wonderful and the fourth act being so tragic and sad.
It's a very good production. I'm really happy with the stage direction, and the musical direction is really fine as well. The cast is performing excellently, so I'm really excited.
It's La Bohème right here in Robert W. Marvel Theater at Rockefeller Arts Center on the campus of SUNY Fredonia.